I've walked many days on the Camino, some blur together, some stay with you. Day 62 was one I won't forget, because somewhere between a jousting tournament, a bartender who knew my name, and a woman I'll call my afternoon angel, the trail reminded me exactly why I'm out here.
Okay, good morning from San Martin. As you can see, the sun's coming up. It's just right about exactly 7 o'clock. And leaving San Martin, heading for Astorga. Really wish I could have got off a little bit earlier, but didn't. And here we go. Another beautiful day. To me, that only means that beware of what's to come. So, forecast looks decent, but that doesn't mean it'll stay that way. So, here we go. We're on our way.
My day started at 6 a.m. Hot toast, fresh juice, a strong coffee at Albergue Santa Ana. That's all it takes to get a pilgrim out the door with a smile. By 6:30, I was back on the Camino, boots on pavement, the sky still soft. The first stretch out of San Martin isn't glamorous. It's a highway, but the Camino, if you let it, always finds a way to redirect you somewhere better. I took the alternate route, the scenic and sane route, as I like to call it. Redirects you somewhere better.
They're going to have a big festival in this town with jousting and all that kind of stuff down here in this field sometime in the next week, I believe. That's what these banners are all about. Except they put some stands in there too. I'll take some pictures here in a minute.
And then Hospital de Órbigo. Now, I've walked through this town before. It's one of my favorites on the whole Camino. Home to the Puente de Órbigo, one of the longest and oldest medieval bridges in Spain. But this weekend, they were throwing a full-on jousting festival, knights in armor, charging across a 13th century bridge, flags flying, tents up, people cheering like it was 1437, and there I was, pilgrim backpack, walking poles, standing in the middle of it all, grinning like an idiot. Naturally, I celebrated with second breakfast. Camino staple, no apologies. A few kilometers later, I rolled into Villares de Órbigo. I stepped into a little cafe, ordered a coffee and a roll. Simple enough. The bartender looked up, looked at me, and said my name. For a second, I thought the Camino was playing tricks on me. But no, he recognized me from a Camino Facebook group where I post this very vlog. Pilgrim fame. Who knew? It was one of those small moments that reminds you, people are watching. People are walking with you in their own way, even when you're out here alone. Back on the trail, I reconnected with someone I'd first met near Pamplona, pilgrim from Germany. We fell into step together, the way you do on the Camino, and walked for over an hour. She talked about why she was walking. I talked about why I was walking. The miles passed without me feeling them. When you're deep in the heat of the afternoon, tired legs, heavy pack, and someone walks beside you and just talks with you, honestly, openly, that's not a coincidence. That's the Camino doing what the Camino does. I called her my afternoon angel, and she really was. Just before the descent into Astorga, we stumbled onto something I can only describe as a hippie oasis. A pop-up stop in the middle of nowhere. Hammocks, chairs, snacks, drinks, music. The host had everything from watermelon to couscous, all donation-based, all offered with pure generosity. I stayed long enough to recharge, to snack, to thank the universe for quirky little Camino gems like this one.
Wish that I could stay, wish for this moment to never go away. But it's all in my mind, and though I know that there is nothing to find, you're a beautiful sight in the summer night, and you can't put up a fight in the misty light.
Then came the final push, a long downhill. And there, for the first time, Astorga, there's a moment on the descent where the whole city opens up in front of you, the cathedral towers catching the afternoon light, the old Roman walls. And you feel it, a quiet thrill of knowing you made it through another day.
While you roam in the streets all alone, all you can see, thinking about what your life came to be. You're a beautiful sight in the summer night, and you can't put up a fight in the misty light. Another day, like the mothers of Brazil find their way. We're all on our own, but you're the most beautiful I've ever known.
I checked into Albergue San Javier just after 3 o'clock. Shower, clean clothes, and then straight to the cathedral.
And you can't put up a fight in the middle.
The Cathedral of Santa Maria de Astorga dates back to the 15th century. It's built over Roman ruins, layers of history, quite literally, beneath your feet, Gothic and Baroque fusion. That's how the art historians describe it. But standing in front of it, that rosy stone facade glowing in the afternoon sun, the towers rising against a blue sky, the words don't quite do it justice. Inside, the altarpiece, the stained glass, chapels that feel like prayers made permanent in stone and gold. Centuries of craftsmanship and faith all in one room. I sat for a while, just sat. Dinner was simple. I was in bed not long after what pilgrims call Camino Midnight, 9:30 p.m. My bag is packed to go ahead. Tomorrow, we head into the mountains. Rabanel is calling, and beyond that, the cruise to Faro.